game now. Spawning in the bottom, in the red. The Zerg player taking down one player from Kingz. And you take down the next one. It is MIDIR. And his opponent in the north of Vani Research Station. It is the Protoss for Kingz, DarkSoul. Down a game, has to bring it back for his team. We'll see if he can actually do it. He did get the map pick, and he did get the most... I don't know about this, but I guess this... I don't know what his plan is on this map. I guess 2 base all in. Like 3 bases, you can take the 3rd base, but it is actually pretty wide open. If they go Rich Hydra, it is actually somewhat difficult to defend this versus... Like with just force fields, you can block off this area, but if they send a flank in, and it does take a while for the flank to arrive, but if they do have a good concave here, it is almost impossible to defend with just force fields alone. You do need a lot more units to be able to defeat a Rich Hydra army, and if you're stuck on gateway units with Immortals, you're probably not going to do too good. So I expect DarkSoul to have somewhat of a plan in that he might actually just go for a standard play, maybe with the 3rd base, but he might actually just go for a 2 base all in. I don't know exactly what he's going to go for. He is going to go for the he's going to go for Nexus first versus an early pool. I'm pretty sure, is that a 9 pool? It looks like a 9 pool. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's a 9 pool. Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be almost impossible for MIDIR to defend. For DarkSoul to defend. I mean, how did he actually do this? I can't believe he's actually gonna do this. Yeah, this is gonna be very hard for him. I'm actually sure this is almost impossible. He needs to get a wall in and scout immediately. If he can actually if he sends the scout, then he has a chance of defending this. If he doesn't send the scout, then yeah, there we go. He is gonna send the scout right there. And I expect MIDIR slings to actually walk right past the probe, and if that happens, then it's a pretty easy defense for Soul. All he needs to do is wall in completely and Chrono Boost his Zealot out, and then he should be in a pretty okay spot. It looks like, wow, he's not going to commit too much to this. Oh man, he could have done a lot more damage. And he only sees 3 links, 3 sets of links, I guess. And now he's going to see 2 more. Okay, there we go. He is actually going to scout fully. If he actually didn't, if he only saw those, then he might have overcommitted. And yeah, this is going to be a full wall in. He's going to target down the forge. That forge is going to die. He needs to re-wall in immediately. What is he doing? DarkSoul, you need to do something about this. He's going to lose that. There is no way that survives. So that's a lot of links. He can't kill that with just the Zealot. Okay, there we go. It finally comes. No, it's too late. He didn't even cancel that. He's going to lose that forge right now, and there's absolutely nothing to defend versus these Zerglings. Oh, that's a really nice round right there for DarkSoul, but he's going to lose a lot of workers, and this is not a big commitment by the Zerg player at all. But he didn't get as many workers as I thought he would. He only got oh, okay, never mind. 8 workers is actually just absolutely insane. 8 workers is absolutely insane. Never mind. I mean, he's what, 10 workers versus 14? Absolutely horrible. Right now, it looks like the natural is going to be done for MIDIR. He is just infinitely fire. Another worker is going to go down. Really nice micro out of him. 10 workers killed. Holy crap, that is just insane amounts of damage done by MIDIR. So I guess the plan for DarkSoul doesn't even matter. Like, even if he goes for like a speedlink flood now, he would just die. There isn't even a wall in for him. He can't even afford a wall in, honestly. Gonna start chrono boosting some more workers out. That is an absolutely horrible way to lose the game. I guess I should just put the score up 2-1 now, right guys? I mean, honestly, how does he come back into this game? I mean, I know he's Protoss, but even Protoss has its limits. Looks like he is going to maybe re-wall in. He needs to set up a wall in. He doesn't know if there's going to be speedlink flood or not. That would just... I guess he does want to take a risk, but still. Okay, there we go. Forge is going to start. So I guess he is going to go maybe into a +1 attack. I mean, he's got 1 gas going down. Maybe some sort of +1 Zealot timing. I don't actually know what his plan is now. He's just lost too many workers. He needs to do something really, really fancy if he really wants to come back into this. Like, I mean, Natural's already getting saturated by MIDIR, and this is just... He is putting all of his chrono boost into workers, so he's not going to try and do anything too special. There we go. The forge is going to complete. He hasn't started warp gate either. Another simulator is going to go down. Third base is almost 50% done for MIDIR, so he's going to have that really huge economic lead in just a couple of seconds, which is just, like, I mean, DarkSoul, what can he actually do from here? I would have actually just put my money on some sort of gateway all-in, some sort of weird, completely insane gateway all-in would have probably been his best chance. There we go. Is he actually going to go into +1 attack? I mean, okay, he started. Okay, he got the mothership go route. He does have that now on the field, and he's got work kit starting. I'm actually curious as to why he actually made that forge. He's probably going to go into +1 attack. Stalker start, so he might go for a +2 Stalker, Blink Stalker timing, something like that maybe. I mean, he hasn't taken the natural gases, so it wouldn't be too out of the ordinary considering what he's got right now. Looks like he's going to try and get some more scouting information with that mothership core. Main and natural are completely saturated. He's going to start saturating his third base now. So I mean, look at the worker count. Holy crap, that's just insane. 35 to 47. He's up what? Oh wow, he's going into Stargate, honestly. And that hasn't been scouted yet by MIDIR, but I mean, he's probably going to get safety spores anyway. And he already has one in his main and his natural. Probably going to get one on his third as well. There we go, mothership core is going to come in and he's going to see that third getting saturated, and that's probably going to be bringing the Protoss tears in his eyes. He might try and get a worker though. He's probably not going to get one seeing the green. Has to back off. A really nice creep spread though out of MIDIR. I mean, he's spreading it out very well. His creep is just going to be a very big nuisance later on for DarkSoul to actually clean up. Looks like he's adding on a couple more gateways. He's probably going to just go for an attack. Maybe with +1 zealots. And phoenixes maybe. I mean, he's got 2 more gateways. He might try and take third base, but that would just be absolute suicide. The captain losing that many workers, and he is going to go for it. There aren't any Zerglings in production right now for MIDIR, so he's not actually going to be able to deny this, but his third base is already almost fully saturated, so he is in the lead right there. Looks like this changeling probably going to get picked off. But he is going to see that third base though. There we go, does come in and see the Phoenix constructing. He doesn't actually have a spore on the third, but that's not where the Oracle is going. It's going to go straight into the natural. He might get some damage done, but he's not going to get too much damage done here. Okay, there we go. It's going to just sit on top of this gas geyser. He could move even closer and hold position. Oh, he's going to... No, he can't get those queens. Gonna have to back off immediately. Looks like this changeling's like, sup, I'm one of you. No, you're not. Okay, there we go. Changeling does get picked off. He hasn't taken a fourth base though yet. I mean, he does know about the third. He should actually go for that fourth immediately. See if he goes for that or not. He's got double evolution chamber, Hydralisk Den. He's got all of the key structures needed right now. Also got the infestation pit, probably going to go into hive very soon. Probably just going to go for a straight up Roach Hydra Viper timing. Does he actually have a Roach Warren even? He hasn't got a Roach Warren, so I guess he's just going to go for Hydralisk Infestor? I'm actually not sure. I mean, Hydralisk Viper? He's going to need to get some Roaches. Like, Hydralisk just get absolutely shredded on their own. You do need some tank. They need buffer if you really want them to do a lot of damage. Looks like the Overseer is going to get picked off. Looks like we're just going to head into a complete macro game, which is very surprising considering the openings from both of these players. This game is going to take a while now. Completely saturated is DarkSoul on 3 bases. Is he just going to attack right now is the question. He's got quite a few sentries. Going to go for that sentry stalker timing. Extremely common timing out of Protoss players these days. It should get absolutely annihilated. There are already Hydras out on the field. And he's got +2 attack finishing up very soon. Starting soon. They've both got +1 attack right now. And even the Carapace upgrade, like this is just gonna be an absolute, like this is horrible for DarkSoul. I can't even emphasize this enough. This army is just absolutely puny and measly compared to the Zerg army right now. That one Phoenix, he only made 1 Phoenix right now. So he is gonna have that to clean up all of these overlords. Looks like there we go, another couple of gateways gonna get added. I mean, I don't actually understand the plan for Soul. Is he actually just gonna try and stay alive and to get an invincible army and hope for the best? Right now there are quite a few Hydras already out. Vipers are gonna start and Roaches are also gonna start. Yep, there we go. He's gonna go for that Roach Hydra Viper timing. Templar Archive starts now, but that is very late. On top of that, this Roach Hydra army is just gonna be very difficult to deal with. That said, with decent force fields, he should be able to kill this. Like if he's able to position himself like over here, because Blinding Cloud isn't too good against this kind of army. What you really get the Vipers are for the abducts on the Colossus, but he doesn't have any Colossus. And he's going for 3 Vipers. I mean, he does have the Templar Archives, I guess, so he will have enough to deal with the Vipers once they do enter the field. There we go. Okay, there we go. 4th base is almost 50% done for MIDIR. There we go. Guard lots. Storm. It's just getting kind of out of control right now. I don't understand why MIDIR isn't attacking. I mean, he should have been maxed out by now. I'm actually quite surprised that he isn't. You can get maxed out with this kind of force at 13 minutes. Wow, that is actually... Wow, that is a huge number of Vipers. 5 Vipers? Usually you see about like 3 maximum. Oh man, that's actually just gonna get absolutely annihilated. All they have to do is feedback. Like that's just 1 click and all those Vipers are gonna get completely annihilated. But he does have, I guess 5 Vipers is a good amount. The problem is he doesn't actually know that the army has nothing besides just a massive amount of Stalker Sentry. Looks like the 4th is finally going to get picked off for the Protoss player. 4th is done for MIDIR. He's probably going to get that gas rolling as well. This game has really stabilized. Like from that 9 pool that started like the game, it has really stabilized for the Protoss player, but he is still in a really bad spot. Oh, he doesn't get another abduct on that Warpism. He really would have wanted that. And looks like storms are going to come down on the entire army. Where are the... Oh no, that's just a horrible position for the Protoss to fight in. And even with good storms, it's just not going to be enough. That's just so many units. But he's now in his own Blinding Cloud, so he needs to back off. He can't be in that. It does affect his own units. And yeah, there we go. He's going to try and take another engagement. Where's the... No more Blinding Clouds left on any of these Vipers. And looks like the engagement is going in favor of the Zerg players still. But that Photon Overcharge plus those cannons actually dealing a ton of damage to the Zerg army. He has to back off, I think. MIDIR is probably going to lose this engagement if he sticks around any longer. Going to be an offensive blink by DarkSoul, and he's going to try and get a couple more of these retreating units. Probably going to have to back off now. Maybe once... Yeah, he could get those Vipers. Oh, he does not get any of those Vipers. What does he have back at home right now? 3 of his gateways are unpowered. He's going in a 3/3 plus 3 attack does finish for the Protoss player, but he doesn't have any armor upgrades. So he's going to be down 3 upgrades essentially. 3 carapace upgrades, and looks like the Mothership Core is going to finish. What else does he have in production? He's only got like a couple of pylons, some zealots. That's not good enough. He needs to go into Charge Lord Archon, honestly. At this point, he needs to produce something that's beefier than just Stalker Zealot. Okay, there we go. Ultralisk Cavern is going to be the choice for MIDIR. Or MIDIR. I don't know how to pronounce it. I guess MIDIR would sound cooler. Like at least they have Stimpack, Marine Marauder, so it's slightly easier. Plus you have the healing capability. With the Roach Hydra, you have to pretty much anticipate where the storms are going to hit. Plus Marine Marauder is relatively smaller compared to Roach Hydra. Their bigger units take a lot more space. So yeah, I absolutely agree. Obviously it is a lot easier to split. It's not that easy to split Hydralisk versus Storm. And they are pretty slow off creep. Even with the upgrade. Looks like he's just making Stalkers. He just doesn't give a crap. He's just gonna make a ton of Stalkers. Alright, there we go. 8 cannons in production. And he's got a couple of Templars in. So I guess he's just gonna play this Colossus less. Once these cannons finish though, I actually think MIDIR is just... He's not in a good spot actually right now. His army is just gonna get obsolete very soon. He could take another engagement in the next coming seconds, but... Oh no, DarkSoul, he has to be very careful right now. Is he gonna get the storms down is the question. If he gets some good storms down, then he has a really good chance of taking this engagement. Like I've said, the army just becomes obsolete. Okay, there we go. Where are the storms? Storms are really good right there. Extremely good storms right there. And he is going to actually take a really good engagement. Is the Protoss player. An offensive blink? I don't know if that was necessary though. But with those zealots to tank, I think he's just gonna clean this up. Really easy fight right there out of the Protoss player. But he is finally gonna start using that Blink Stalker micro, and he's gonna take an absolutely amazing engagement. And I guess without the zealots, it's not too good, but he did create quite well. Like, if you look at the units lost tab, it's pretty even. What does he have back at home in production? 8 Ultras. Yeah, that should be game ending. He's got +1 attack on them, but that should literally be game ending. And Immortal is starting right now for DarkSoul, but it's too late. There are already 8 Ultras in production. Looks like he's gonna try and pick off this expansion, and he might just blink away. That was actually very well done out of DarkSoul, but still, I don't think it's gonna be enough. 2 more Ultralists in production. He sees the first Ultra. Those blinks are horrible. He's just gonna lose every single one of these Stalkers. Trying to focus down the Ultralist right there, but he's taking so much damage on all of these Stalkers. Looks like he's gonna try and take another engagement. I don't think he should step on creep at all. He's producing even more Stalkers. He has that 4th base income to rely on. His main completely mined out. He needs to transfer those workers immediately. Get his 4th up and running. I mean, right now the Ultralist count isn't too good, but it keeps building up. Like, look at that. 1 more Ultra in production, 1 more Infestor, 7 more Hydras. Those are the units you really need at this point, and I think it's just going to be absolutely good enough right now to take down the army of Solek. Like, he doesn't have enough. He's only got like a couple of Stalkers. That's just not. I mean, those Templars aren't going to do anything. He's going to need to get Archons immediately. There we go. And does he actually have any more? He doesn't have any more Immortals in production. He's going to need a ton more Immortals. This is actually very good, trying to get a wall in. But versus Blinding Cloud, that's not going to help him too much, because he's going to be forced to get out of his small contain of, I guess, pylon wall. Okay, there we go. An engagement is going to take place by the Zerg player. This engagement should be game ending, honestly. I don't think that this can go in the Protoss player's favor. That's a lot of Ultras, and not a lot of units that can deal with that. Stalkers, they're not good enough versus Ultras, especially with the Queens added in. And he's got that Infestor as well. Like, if he gets a good Fungal on top of those Stalkers and a Blinding Cloud, it is absolutely game over. And he gets one on top of the Immortals. Yeah, then that is. Then he's probably not even going to lose a single Ultralist, honestly. A counterattack does come in by Soul, so he's actually going to be able to take down the 4th base. The 5th base is. Oh wow, he's actually attacking the gold base as well. So right now it's actually looking really good for Soul. This Warp Prism harass is just insane. He's going to pick off one of these bases. Going to go straight into the main warp in. A ton more Zealots in the main as well, I assume. Maybe try and pick off the Hive. There we go, it does come in. And he's going to try and back off with a couple of Stalkers. No mining right now for the Zerg player. I mean, he's got that 3rd base, but that's it. Like, main and natural is completely mined out. He hasn't even transferred those workers over. His army is just absolutely beast-like, but a Protoss army, like, no matter how good your army is as a Zerg player, the Protoss army is going to be slightly better. They're going to at least take a engagement that is probably even for them. They're not actually going to just get absolutely annihilated. Like, the only way that happens is the Protoss completely miss micros, completely botches a force field, or just gets Blinding Cloud fungaled, which probably isn't going to happen. Like, right now, these Zealots are doing a ton of damage, and he's still got this Warp Prism alive. Incredibly difficult to catch if you don't have a Spire done. And it looks like, there we go, the workers are going to transfer, probably going to go to the 4th base now. And the bank right now isn't very good for MIDIR, so I mean, this is looking pretty dicey now for MIDIR. I mean, all he has is this army, but if he just stays back like near the pylon, like I'd really just say just put down 10 or so pylons right there. Like and if the Queens are in front, though, they're gonna need to transfuse those Ultras. That's the only way he really wins this engagement, but that's a lot of micro to do as a Zerg player. And Fungal, then put a Blinding Cloud down at the same time and transfuse all of your Ultralists. And looks like he's finally going to try and take an engagement. Gets a decent Fungal, but oh, where are the... there are no feedbacks. There we go, finally get some of the feedbacks down. Why is he storming this army? He needs to get some really decent feedbacks down. It looks like another counterattack gonna come in from Soul, and right now MIDIR is just like, okay, I need to defend versus this. And he's even got a Zealot in the main still alive, doing even more damage. How many workers has he actually lost? Like 73 Zerglings, 50 Hydralisks, only 2 Ultralisks were killed, 5, all of those Vipers died. He didn't actually reproduce any of those Vipers, so he doesn't actually have Blinding Clouds. That's actually insane. How is he gonna deal with this army without Blinding Cloud? This is actually looking pretty close. Oh no, please don't move out, Soul. I mean, if Soul moves out, then that is one surefire way of losing this game. And he's got this base on the way. There's no reason to move out. What he really needs is to build up his Immortal Archon count. Looks like a DT counterattack gonna hit him. I mean, this shouldn't really do anything. He's got Fungal. He's got a couple of... oh wow, he's actually gonna move into this base as well. He should actually get some damage done there. Oh no, he was targeting one of the Spine Crawlers. Doesn't get anything done with any of the DTs. What, 3 DTs just died pretty much for nothing. Yeah. He didn't get any damage done with those Aspirers on the way, so he might be planning a muteless switch, but muteless switch is very risky at this point in the game, just because your opponent is gonna have a crap ton better upgrades than you. Like right now Soul has 3-3. Those muteless aren't gonna have anything. If you want to go for a muteless switch, you have to plan it out from the get-go. Like you can't just be like, okay, this is a good spot for the muteless switch, this isn't gonna work anymore. I guess it makes sense considering how much gas he has, but I would just like him to go into Infestors instead, or Vipers. Vipers would be insane. Oh no, this is gonna be absolutely a horrible engagement from the Frost player. Finally, oh wow, this is just absolute annihilation. All the Immortals in front. Storms come down on top of the Ultralist. That's not gonna work. All of the Stalkers eating so much damage, but looks like he's not gonna move in. The Mothership Core gets sacrificed. He just warped in a ton more Stalkers though. And those Stalkers, they can take a good engagement off creep. So I guess MIDIR, he has to back off. It is incredibly difficult to kill a Frost player, even when you have a really good advantage as a Zerg, because you might just end up throwing the game. And looks like he's going to lose another Ultralist. Another one is going to fall on the left-hand side. A couple of Stalkers warped in. I don't know what that's about. Looks like in the middle, 2 of those Ultras could get caught as well. Oh, he's just going to warp in a couple of Dark Templars. Yeah, that's going to be a very easy way to defend this. You don't even need to micro, you just send in the Dark Templar. I guess, oh wow, the Dark Templars died because of, I think they died. I mean, he's only lost, never mind, they didn't die. I thought they died to the splash damage when they were attacking the workers. This game is absolutely insane right now. I cannot believe Soul has brought himself back into this. Like, his army is just, you can't beat this army with just Ultralist. The way he wants to, oh wow, Dark Templars in the main, he's gonna get the hive, no more Vipers! He needs to get Vipers down. I honestly think that's the only way he's gonna win. Okay, he's gonna go for a Greater Spire, so he's gonna add on Broodlords. But why would you add on Broodlords versus this army? Look at how many Stalkers he's got. He's got so many Storms available as well, so... Oh, he does actually just barely clean up those Dark Templars. And looks like another counterattack gonna come in from Soul. He's doing this extremely well. Oh, tries to get the Infestor. Gets fungled instead. All of those Zealots, their lives for ire. They're all gonna die. He's gonna get the gases flowing? I mean, he did lose quite a bit of gas right there. He's got 3 Broodlords on the way. He hasn't retaken this base, which is a huge error, I think, out of MIDIR. I mean, he needs to take this. At this point, I've called him everything but probably how you pronounce his name, right? Okay, he's got 4 Broodlords. I mean, this army is just gonna be absolutely insane, but just Stalkers can kill it. So I don't think that this is the best situation for him. Like, he's getting a ton of Broodlords. There we go. He's finally going to try and take an engagement. The Broodlords are just barely going to finish. Fungal's going to come down, but they completely botched. They only hit a couple of Archons, and that's not good enough. There we go. He finally sees the Broodlords. He's going to see them very shortly. I don't know if he has yet or not. Looks like he's going to send a couple of Stalkers on the left-hand side to harass this base. He's going to see the Broodlords now, right? Yeah, there we go. He finally sees the Broodlords. Gonna lose one of the Stalkers immediately. Gonna send them for a counterattack, and that's actually gonna do quite a bit of damage. It looks like he's gonna try and take an engagement right now. Where are the... Okay, there we go. The Storms come down, but all... Oh, an offensive blink. He's gonna try and get some of those Broodlords, but they're doing so much damage. Where are the Fungals? on top of any of the stalkers, all of the Ultralists get picked off. If he gets a blink under those Broodlords, he can actually pick off all of them one by one, and that's exactly what's gonna happen. And oh no! Oh, the transfuses! The transfuses! The transfuses save one of the Broodlords very well, but oh, I don't know. Maybe the reinforcements might be enough. Some of the Ultralists not even participating in the engagement. He's gonna have to back off. Where are the Warpins? Where are the reinforcements for the for Soul? There we go. A couple more Stalkers Warpin, but that's, I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Those Ultras can't engage there, but the Broodlords can siege down the cannons. If he can actually get under those Broodlords, he could actually do a lot of damage. But he can't, not with the Infestor Queen Ultralist support. Wow, this game is just absolutely insane. Plus 2 shield is gonna finish for the Protoss player. That's when you know the game's gone very long, when the Protoss is getting shield upgrade. Even more Stalkers gonna get warped in. And like I said, just pure Stalker is actually pretty good against this army that MIDIR has. Just pure Stalker is pretty good against any Zerg army, honestly. Okay, there we go. He's finally gonna try and take an engagement. But I mean, he's losing quite a few of those transfuses. He doesn't have any left. He's got one left right now. And he did lose another one of his Broodlords. And like I said, his bank is just awful. Oh no. Oh, this is just horrible for him. He doesn't even have, he's got one fungal left. If he can somehow get rid of these Ultralists, then he should take a really easy engagement right now. Okay, there we go. Is he actually going to try and move in? He's just going to keep backing off. He's adding on even more Stalkers, letting these cannons buy as much time for him as possible. Looks like the Archon is also going to get picked off. He's going to blink under the Broodlord, and now he's going to try and take an engagement again. He's going to pick off all of the Broodlords. The last one is going to fall. He's not targeting it. He's not targeting the last Broodlord, and the Ultralists are actually going to clean up the rest of the Stalkers. There's just not enough by the Protoss player anymore, and now he's finally going to lose his second last mining base. He does have another one. Oh no! A couple more Broodlords do pop in. He's got 4 Broodlords, 3 Ultralists. That should be more than enough to clean up the Protoss player. That said, another Warpin comes in, and I guess he wants to back off now. I'm not sure if he can actually win or not. He doesn't want to engage over here. It's just too choked up. Oh, a counterattack gonna come in, and that should be the game-ending move right there. No income left for the Protoss player. This base is gonna fall very soon. He doesn't even have too much income left there. I mean, if you look at that, it's just absolutely abysmal for the Protoss player compared to the Zerg player. And right now, there are only 19 workers left. So even if he cleans up this army, it is going to be hopeless for Soul. The last cannon is finally gonna fall, and Zerglings going even into the main. And those are cracklings right now. 3 cracklings right there. Those are gonna just absolutely rip apart the main base, and there we go. Soul is gonna tap out. GG, well played.